Starting off with a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Jay Anceletto 1 in 25. This is Green Arrow issue number 7. Just came out this week, and it is awesome.
Agreed.
A little bit of an homage here.
Yeah, I mean, like just like the male. I don't know. There's like a few things that are just male driven. Motorcycles, like we just are drawn to motorcycles. I have no idea why.
Stockings. And boobs.
But yeah, but this one does look good. It's got a nice background. Her hair looks good. So everything just looks good on this. The only thing that does kind of look a bit odd, and I can't really. I'm trying to look at the cover. I can't. Is there something on her leg that's making it look like?
I know where her knee is.
Yeah, what is that? Or is that just a shadow? I can't.
It's just a shadow.
Okay. I couldn't ever tell. I mean, I couldn't look at it really close because I can't see anymore, but
like a heat
it's
guard.
It's a gash
in
her leg, that riding that motorcycle all day.
Yeah.
Just couldn't tell if it was like a glitch in the Matrix or something like that, but
maybe some grease in her leg ditch or something, her knee ditch. Right? At first, when I first saw it, I think Bryan, we talked about it on your show Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? I can't remember, but when I first saw it, I thought it was a Purple Rain or a Prince, callback.
Yeah, it's a good one. Looks a little homage.
Green. We asked Tony if this counts as a Purple Rain homage.
Might be.
What is this selling for out the gate?
It's 1 in 25, selling for $50.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
This is one that you feel like could be like next week could be 75 to 80. Like it just feels like because there's no store variants. It's Green Arrow number 7. Like
good point.
It just feels like this one could go up for next week.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but it just feels like it.
Yeah,
it could have also been forgotten at shops because approaching the holidays and everything.
Yeah. Next on the Almost 10, another excellent book this week, Duke number 1. This is the David Mack Baroness cover. Excellent David Mack cover right here. I like this one. He did one recently that I didn't like, and maybe I just didn't see the full image of this. Did they put out like a half image of this or like a not finished work? I feel like there was a David Mack that I saw recently that I was like, oh man, that's not good. And it was it had something to do with Transformers or G.I. Joe, but I could be wrong. But this is good. This is really good.
Yeah.
It probably was not finished art where it was only part of it. Because like what he does his work in layers, like all the text is one layer and background stuff, and then Baroness would be one layer and then Duke would be another.
Cool.
This is a 1 in 250. But there are a bunch of store variants, so it's not as rare as you would tend to think for 1 in 250. But it is selling for like 300. So I think it's just because because Baroness does look good on this cover. I think
it's a 1 in 250 that equals 2,000.
Here's all the
1 in 250.
That's what it is.
2,000.
I was right on that shit. It's a connecting cover, and there was another Duke coming out that just didn't look very good. That Mac did. Did another homage there. That's interesting.
Anybody reading this shit?
I haven't read Duke yet. I haven't read it. Here's the John Boy Myers 1 in 100. That one's not bad.
I like it. I agree.
A lot of these covers, I'm going to be honest, man, a lot of these covers aren't good. Like, that's not a good John Jane cover. That is, his face is really...
What the fuck is
weird.
that?
Yeah. It's like not... And I get it, art subjective, but that's...
Dang, dude, look how bad that is. What the fuck?
Right?
Is that Han Solo and what's that called? Cryo chamber?
Carbonite, yeah.
Carbonite.
It definitely looks photoshopped on that
Bro,
body.
What is up with that head, dude? Come on.
Look at that one
Fucking
too.
sucks.
That's David Aja right there. Ugh,
That's Aja. Get the fuck out of here.
it is,
No
man.
way.
Because
Yeah,
he's a bigger fan of Star Trek. That's what happened.
Terrible. This one's not too bad. This is a 1 in 10 Tyler Boss variant. I like it how it's got all the. I don't know. This kind of play on cover is interesting. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Ooh, look at that one.
This one's the Steve Epting 1 in 25. It's okay. It's
Okay.
not. It's not bad.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
This one's good. The 1 in 50 Sorrentino with the Starscream. I like that. That's the John Boy Myers. That's the blank.
Ooh, that blank one. Ooh.
Banger.
That one's not
drew
bad.
340 homage.
So yeah, man, it's
Hey, wait, go back to the blank. How much was that?
this is a
I'm paying
rough.
for a Red Hood cover now.
So, well, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Hopefully the covers get better. The story's supposed to be really good. I know a lot of people are saying Transformers really good. So we'll see.
I read the first issue of Transformers. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, the end.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The Ski Chalet variants continue. Now we got a Nakayama Spider-Woman one. Spider-Woman number 2, the Ski Chalet 1 in 100 from David Nakayama, came out this week, and I've said it before, it's a weird thing to have variants about, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, this one's 1 in 100, and it is selling for 200.
Whoa.
So this is actually doing better than the Campbell and the who was the Campbell and
Villalobos?
who was the the Lobos from last
Yeah.
week.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, Chad Cave, you're right. That is a lot of torso. Nakayama and J. Scott Campbell both go extra torso whenever they draw chicks and dudes.
Or
Campbell.
just her jacket is zipped so low that it's like right on the verge of.
Dude, it is. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I didn't notice that. Look how. Wow.
I mean, it's pretty low. It's pretty way down below the belly button, so it's virtually like 1 other inch or two, and it's
Yeah, it's
it
her,
into a
the
Shikari.
zipper. The zipper might pull something.
Yeah. All right. Well, $200 for a 1 in 100 is not bad. Oh, she's got a snowball. I was wondering, like, is she trying to? And I didn't see the snowball.
Oh, she's cupping it. She's cupping it.
Moving on. I love Dwellings. I love Tradmore. I don't love Tradmore black and white. He needs his color, man. But here you go. Dwellings number 3. This is the reprints put out by Oni Press of the original books that were put out on Jay's self-publishing Black Eye Media, I think it's called. But yeah, this is the secret store or the secret variant, right? They gave it. Did they do a thank you or 1 per store type thing for these?
I guess it's 1 per store. I don't know. You know me, I don't really go into stores on release day anymore, so I don't know for sure. But everything said it was a secret variant, so I'm assuming most of those secrets are 1 per store, but it could have been 1 per store that actually ordered the book or something like that. But
It says here, Oni Press releases a Dwellings 3 secret variant with Tradmore art. It marks the end of the series with a 72-page finale. Secret variant available to stores with returnability on earlier issues. Says Black and White Tradmore Dwellings Secret Edition variant will be sent to accounts who qualified for returnability on issues 1, 2, and 3, which meant ordering 5 issues of each comic. So it's a qualifier. If you ordered 5 of more of all 3 issues, you got one of these. So it sounds like could you have gotten more? That's an interesting thing. Like if you ordered 15, did you get 3? Who knows?
that's a good question.
Yeah.
All I know is it's really hard to like look at it and even try and figure out what's going on. I feel like it's moving or something.
Weren't all their incentives 1 in 10s? So if you ordered all of the 1 in 10s, you'll probably get one.
Yeah.
Probably.
Here's the OG self-published ones. They are the reprints, though, not the first print self-published. So, big fan of Dwellings. I'm hoping that in the near future, we might see Jay Stevens on this channel. We'll see. Or on Beyond Wednesdays, one of the two.
Nice.
This one's 25 to 30 if you actually want to spend 25 to 30 on it.
Nice. Not bad. The tiger looks really cool, but this in black and white doesn't look that great. And the color looks excellent. So,
Yeah.
all right, moving on. Another interesting book. Kid Venom Origins, #1, the secret variant. Another secret variant.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about this. I saw this from Jen over at Near Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned it was to maybe check your stores because I don't think this book is even out yet.
And it comes out next week.
Yeah, but this came out this week.
Yep.
And this one's selling for 25 to 30 as well.
So it says here that this is next week. Retailers will receive a special unannounced Kid Venom Origins #1 variant by Luciano Vecchio, one per store, similar to September's surprise version variant of Capullo's Wolverine 37. So one per store. There you go.
That Capullo Wolverine where he's falling out of the airplane.
Yeah.
Nice.
How many color variants are we going to
Ben's
see?
favorite cover. Ben's
Yeah.
favorite cover for the year. So if you have one, make sure to send one.
Yeah, that's interesting. 2 of those books in a row, similar books.
Very,
No.
very similar.
I like the style of the art on this. I like the character design. We'll see what happens with the character. I don't like the trade dress design. Moving on. This is interesting. I had a bunch of people reach out to me about the Sonic Mag sales that happened this week, including this one, Sonic the Poster Mag #8. This is from 1994. As you can see, we got a Knuckles team up on this one.
Yeah. So this one and I'm going to be very kind when I say it was in VG condition. It was trash. I mean, it was trashed. Still sold for $90 for this. Me and Hood, several weeks ago, we were talking about books that were poster, like magazines that were poster. Like Wizard did several of them. These poster books that had like all these famous artists did all these, and that the whole Wizard is just posters. I didn't know they did a Sonic poster mag. I mean, are people really putting posters of Sonic around their room?
Well, this lasted quite a while, man. So that's very interesting. There was also some other interesting Sonic sales this week. God damn it.
Does that look like the Sonic drive-through logo? Or is that just me?
Yeah, it does, right?
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't tripping.
Makes me want to buy slushy, bro.
This sold.
I wasn't sure if I was hungry or if it looked like the logo.
The Collector Sonic Super Special Comic Magazine #2.
That
Pretty
looks
cool,
badass.
right? Sold for $50. There was a couple other Sonic things that sold.
Is that still for sale? Let me go buy
No,
it.
it sold.
Right, bro.
It sold. Yeah. So, yeah, that was it. Interesting, man. The Sonic collecting is getting just as big as some of the Mario or the Nintendo stuff nowadays. A lot of kids grew up on Sonic later on. So,
yeah. I mean, it's just kind of it is kind of a thought that if there are some of these poster magazines out there, I mean, whatever were printed, I mean, if this was the 90s, I mean, I would tend to think a lot of these people just pulled the posters out. I mean,
Yeah.
and without even really thinking about it.
Big time.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'm saying is if you see these like in like junk bins or something like that, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing to pick these things up. Like I said, this was in VG condition. So even in bag condition.
Jeez.
Look
Interesting.
for it in garage sales.
Yeah, good point.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to take these posters off of my wall right now.
Put them back in. Sonic 3 coming out this year. There we go. Is Jim Carrey going to be in it? I think he said he was done, right?
I watched one of them over vacation this year. It wasn't bad. I was actually
Good.
I was like, this is pretty good.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, moving on. Another book came out recently. This is a 1 in 100 Star Wars Dark Droids number 5, the Rachel Stott Scourged variant. Came out this week.
Yeah, there is a trade dress of this, so it's not like this is anything that special. But it is a Vader cover.
That's been possessed by the what do they call that? The robot virus?
I guess, which is really funny because wouldn't you just say that
Part of him
Vader,
would be
that Anakin is basically possessed to start with because
Yeah.
he turned into. But anyways, yeah. So again, you can buy the
it was a
trade.
double negative, so he becomes light side from this.
Maybe. Yeah, there you go. So you can buy the trade dress for $5, or you can buy this Virgin for $125, whichever one you want to do.
Just wait till the next convention. There'll be a foil.
Or 3 weeks and it'll be super cheap.
A store variant.
Oh,
Yeah.
second print foil. Second print foil incentive. There we go. Now I'm just giving them ideas. Like if we see them, I claimed it here first.
There you
So real quick funny thing. While doing research on this book, I'm at Cover Price. Shout out to our boys over at Cover Price. And if you guys haven't checked out Cover Price, it is one of the best tools on the market. And I find this book perfect example of another reason why Almost 10 is so great, because it sends you down these rabbit holes where you find weird books. It's called The Dark from Continuum. 4 issues. Look at these covers. Is this a Spider-Man homage?
Yeah,
Right?
Yep,
it looks like it.
it's got to be.
And
the
then
next one looks like too.
this one's badass too. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's the what is that?
The
Shit.
Craven.
Yeah, the Mike Zeck, right? Mike Zeck.
Yeah, the Mike Zeck Black
the
Suit
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man coming out of
Yeah.
the grave. Yeah.
Is that 32? 32?
Like, this is why.
That sounds right.
I don't know what this one is from, but they look pretty rare considering Cover Price had to get signed copies as their pictures, because they aren't easy to find. But
It's this parody of the Spot.
look at that. That looks great, man. It's got a shark on it. It's got a knight. It's got falcon on it. It's got snake eyes.
Shark. That's a John Z book.
A hot chick with red hair. And yeah, so there you go. Another rabbit hole brought to you by House of Stein. Moving on to the next book on the Almost 10. Barbie and Ken number 5 from Dell Comics in 1963.
Yeah, I think this is the last issue. Not that anybody's like, trying to collect the set, but yeah.
Got it.
Shout out Tony. Tony's in the chat now.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird cover because it's just the dolls. That's kind of strange. But yeah, CGC 6.5 of this sold for $190. When a 9.0 sold in June for just $225. So this 6.5 almost sold for as much as a 9.0 did.
Wow.
Just 6 months ago.
That's interesting.
Yeah, was that considered porn back in the 50s, man?
I don't know, dude. There was some pretty
He's touching
crazy
her hand.
pre-code.
It's
Holy
not showing
shit.
ankle.
Yeah.
It's not showing ankle, so you're okay. You know.
Yeah, he looks
It's
happy,
just-
says Mr. Marv.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like, fuck.
on Max, Barbie's out now. So do you think that grabbed more attention to this? Because I know it had, one of the highest grossing films this year.
Oh yeah, I think it was the highest grossing film this year, right?
Yeah.
Probably, I would assume so.
Yep.
Um,
Broke a bunch of records. Blue Green says, dude, Barbie is my jam. Not this run, though, but the 60s fan club magazine and the 90s fashion series and newsstand. Tony goes deep on Barbie collecting.
Mhm.
So
it's just weird because you generally think any of these Dell books from the 60s are just trash. Like nobody wants them for any reason whatsoever. But there are a few that that people do want.
I was at an antique mall and they actually had like boxes and boxes of like the Gold Key comics and the Dell comics.
Yeah, I
And,
remember
and I
that.
started looking through these, and I was like, kind of like, am I really using my time here to like look through things right now? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking for in these specific books. I think I looked through a box or two, and I was just kind of like, all right, I'm not looking through.
I'm done.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm done.
next we have, oh boy. Welcome to another rabbit hole. The Amazing Spider-Man number 666. This is the Duncanville Bookstore exclusive store variant. Now, if you guys don't know about this book right here, we're going to terrorize you real quick. How many variants are there for this book? There's like 160.
A truckload.
Yeah.
So many.
I know the shop too. Like I know
Oh, yeah.
the owner.
It's in Duncanville, Texas, right?
Yeah. Like shout out Andy. What's up?
Man, nice hood, man. You deduced that one very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are people that want to put this set together. Like they want all of them. The only difference is
What people are those?
I'm telling you, man, that they're out there because if you still try and look for these raw,
Man.
some of them sell for a lot.
If somebody's trying to put a set together of these, go kill yourself, man.
Well, once they finished, they had the Walking Dead ones to complete as well because they did the same thing.
Right?
Well,
That's crazy, dude.
hey, hood, this one this week, a CGC 9.8 sold for $425.
Yeah,
Wow.
bro.
Wow. I remember the I think it was like the Fan Expo one. That was a really expensive book.
How many of you guys do you think that sale was the guy who owns the shop going, man, I sold my last one. I need to get a 9.8.
No shit.
Or he's still got a whole short box of them sitting in the back
Right.
warehouse.
Right.
Right.
This stupid motherfucker bought this for $400.
I got 100 of them.
There are so many
Shout out
copies
Duncanville.
of this book. Look at this, you guys.
Jesus. Wow.
It just keeps going and going.
Which one do you like better? Do you like the Daily Bugle one or the Lizard Battle one?
Daily Bugle.
I like the second print Spider Island one.
I like the. It's hard to say. I like the Battle one, but the Daily Bugle one's good too.
And did the shops have a choice on
Well,
which
Midtown-
one they got?
Midtown got a different one.
I remember that. I had a Texas Toys one.
Oh,
Oh man, that's a lot. So
There's
like, have to,
Jetpack.
like if you're trying to get the entire set,
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
like, could you imagine? Like, what do you have to do? Trade your soul to the devil to get this?
This one's limited to 500. Look at that. The Daily Bugle, Larry'sComics.net, limited to 500.
I don't trust it. I don't trust that if it was from Larry's.
Man.
Oh,
Oh,
don't you want the Mile High one?
What's the
Yeah.
difference between the two New Dimension ones?
Man, they look a lot of the same.
I don't know what the
Yeah,
difference is between these two.
Yeah. Neither.
Hey, did Dennis have one?
Who knows? There's two new dimension ones right there. Yeah. Oh, maybe newsstand. Limited to 1,000. And why would they be newsstand? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a store. Yeah.
There's the Fan Expo one. I
Oh,
like
that's
that one.
good.
That's all right.
Oh, with the Canadian flag.
Yeah.
Man, there is a lot of those books out there, you guys. So it'd be interesting to dive. That's a rabbit hole to dive down. That's for sure.
How many
Well,
books was that? That was like
all
at least.
I know. All I know is if it's going to cost me $400 for one of them, I'm not going down that hole.
Did they make a lot of them because they're like, man, these comic guys love the devil, so let's make a whole bunch of 666, and let's see how many of them love the devil.
Isn't it so weird though that the very next issue is the Delato issue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And there are none of them out there. It's
Right.
so crazy.
We'll get them looking
Mhm.
this way, and then we'll sneak into
Delato.
667. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, could you imagine if that was on the 666 and it was a Delato incentive, and then all these stores got like that? It became the opposite. Like there's so
Right.
many of that book out there.
so I'm going down. Here's another almost 10 rabbit hole. I'm looking for this book, and this book shows up instead. Spidey comic, issue number 666 from the UK. Look at that.
That's
kinda
awesome. I like it.
What?
666
That looks magazine size almost.
from the UK.
And that
Santa
said it was
Claus,
from the 80s.
the movie. It is from 85.
Oh, I love that movie when I was a kid.
Look
That
at
comic's older than me.
right. Look at
Shut
look
up.
at this
Shut
one.
up, me.
Ewoks.
Good one.
So yeah, the Spidey comic looks like it's. Is that the last
Care
issue?
Bears.
Wow. Oh, there's only 15 issues, but at 666, it must have been.
Satan
Does it
Claus.
does it say Satan Claus?
Does
Is
it?
Satan Claus?
No.
No. Whoa! Look at that one.
Cornbread.
Ooh,
Oh, the Halloween one.
good
That's pretty
eye. Love it. Hobgoblin. Nice.
Yeah, that cornflakes one was interesting too.
Mhm.
I wonder if it was a freebie. Maybe all these are freebie.
Peter Parker in Satan's service. Nice. Or Parker in Satan's
Free
service.
Kellogg's
That's a good one.
cornflakes model airliner. This week's guess. Oh, there must have been something in there. Yeah, like a plane. That might be a tough book to find because of the plane inside, just like Captain Britain. Good shit. Shout out to Cover Price. All right, moving on. Marvel Team Up number 14. Now, not the Marvel Team Up that you first think about. This is the 2006 run that gave Robert Kirkman his first big 2 writing gig. And he was lucky enough to be able to bring in his, IP, Invincible, and they let him do a crossover with Spider-Man. Pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, this one I'm going to give a big wink shout out to one of our subscribers who just commented. This Brad sent this to me. Yeah, this thing is back up to 175 raw. 9/8 had dropped all the way down to 240 back in September. Now they're back up to 500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
This used to be a $1 book all day, every day.
Yeah.
that's nuts.
I know I've got like 5 or
175.
6 of them. Yeah, dude. I gotta.
Do you really?
Yeah, dude. I gotta go fucking digging in my long boxes now.
Yeah. Crap.
You're gonna
Right,
tank the
Bert?
market.
It's interesting.
I'm gonna die.
Reddit controls the market. That's why.
Yeah, definitely go find those Hood, man. At that price, that's huge.
I know. I'm a hoarder, dude. I'll probably look at, oh, yeah, I'm going to grade these and then just put them up.
Go on whatnot. $1 1 minute. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh man, the good old days, man.
Yeah.